Good evening. We're here for a special meeting of the Community Development Committee. And I'd like to start out by doing a roll call. Sean Anderson?
Present.
All right. We've got myself. Introduce yourself, Scott Cowner.
Present.
Right. And we've got Ryan Shirley.
Present.
Right. Okay. And one member who's gone. Do we get a call?
Dick Hesslink and Jerry.
Right. Jerry Van Summeren is missing, so he's not feeling well and he won't be here. So, and Dick Hesslink is not here either. So, the purpose for tonight's meeting, which is a special meeting we've asked to have, will be to discuss the screen went blank. Resolution amending capital improvement budget for the Highway 35 bike trail, and I was going to ask Community Development Director to go ahead and just review this for us.
Thank you, Mr. Chair and members of the committee. So the Highway 35 Trail Improvement Project or Trail Construction Project was initiated with a TAP grant that was approved for St. Croix County in 2020. And since that time, our department has been working in that with the DOT and our consultants and the design of the trail. We had a bid opening on November 2nd, and we had bids that range from $847,683 to $1,056,133. There was a total of 4 bids that we received for this project. The county has to take and go with a competitive bid process because the TAP grant requires the work to be let construction. And so when we look at the expected cost of the project was originally $660,000. Our 20% construction cost for that was $135,000. That was part of the budget. We're into the project $95,000 in our consultant fees for design, so we will pay those fees regardless of whether or not the county pursues construction of the trail. So that's where tonight our remaining amount that would be a shortfall in the bid amount versus what has been awarded in the grant and awarded as part or budgeted for the 20% of the cost is the $335,877.40. And so that would mean that it would be amending the capital improvement budget, taking an additional $335,000 out of that fund to fund the trail project. I will say in that we have till the end of August of 2024 here to start construction on the project.
All right. So we will need a motion from the committee, and then we'll have discussion. Do we have a motion?
So move.
We have a motion from Supervisor Cowner.
I'll second.
Second from Supervisor Anderson. Now, any conversation, any discussion, questions? Supervisor Shirley.
Could we just run through the numbers real quick? Because looking at the at this, we had bids for $847. We had design fees for $95. You add those together, it's only $857, and we say our total cost is $942. So just trying to make sure I got the numbers right.
No, it'd be the $847,000 plus the $95,000, so that would be the total of the $942,000, because it's almost $100,000 for the design fees.
Any further conversation? And am I right in recalling that our conversation from our meeting, this is a fairly tight construction schedule to get it started?
Correct. We have to break ground in that in 2024 here. And then at the last meeting of the county board, we talked about the authorizing resolution for the 20% cost share of Phase 2, that would be a separate project, and the county would have, time to budget accordingly for that project. So, yep.
All right, so we have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? Hi, Scott. Go ahead.
I guess a couple of things when I'm looking at this particular project that I have some concerns on. One, we're looking at a project in an area that has potential for a higher development pressure area in this corridor. And as we look at this, and if we were to not do this project and look at it on the long term, the chances that this could become much more expensive or even potentially cost prohibitive or become greater as the time lapses. So we do have the potential loss, of course, of the close to $100,000 in design fees. But on top of that, I think by waiting for a much longer period could give cause that this could escalate the price considerably in the future for where it's located in the county.
I would call that opportunity cost if we were to wait. I agree. So, any further conversation? All right, let's put it to a vote. All in favor, say aye.
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 Aye. And is there any opposed? Same sign. So we'll call that 1, 2, 3, 4 to 0 to recommend this to the county board for approval at our meeting in 20 minutes. There is no further business before this committee this evening, and I will adjourn this meeting. Thank you very kindly.